Today I'll show you my first recordings that I made at the observatory that my new workplace has. My routine used to be like this. I would check if it's clear outside, and if it was, I had to haul everything outside, set it up, align it, let it cool down for a while and then start after 1 or 2 hours. But that has completely changed now. Here's how it looks now. I check all the weather reports to see if the 10-minute drive to the observatory is likely to be worth it. I only bring the things that aren't available on site, like specific cameras or similar items, and off I go. When I arrive at the observatory, the equipment is already ready to go and close to room temperature. There's a GSO 10-inch f5 carbon Newtonian telescope on a Skywatcher EQ8 R mount for deep sky imaging, a Meade 12-inch SC and a Celestron C14 for planetary imaging. That's quite a setup. The Carbon Newton and the EQ8 have just been put into operation and not everything is running smoothly yet. For instance, the polar alignment could be improved. We also need to check if the Schmidt-Cassegrains are optimally aligned, even though the star tests suggest they are at first glance. After deciding whether it's going to be a deep sky object, the moon or a planet, I open the roof and off we go. Well, there are always some challenges. There's a harbor nearby the observatory that causes a lot of light pollution. Plus, the observatory is close to the North Sea coast, so calm seeing conditions are hard to come by in this windy area. I've managed to capture Jupiter 5 times so far, and only one night had really tiny details visible. Most of the time, the images looked like this. The following image is the best one I've managed to capture of Jupiter with the C14. With all the highly detailed Jupiter photos circulating in forums right now, it's not easy to get too excited about such a result, but I have to admit that I've rarely captured a sharper Jupiter image than this one. Next up is deep sky imaging. Getting a new system up and running perfectly rarely happens right away. I'm still dealing with some errors. For example, the mount has a hard time locating objects in the sky, even after detailed and precise alignments. Troubleshooting has been difficult so far. I've considered many possibilities, but it hasn't improved significantly. Nevertheless, with some patience, I've managed to find almost every object. Guiding is running fairly smoothly, but there's definitely room for improvement when it comes to polar alignment. So far, I've only been able to take test shots with short total exposure times. The longest exposure time was 2.5 hours, showing the galaxy M101. I'm looking forward to the first images with longer exposure times. Let's just hope that we don't have months of thick cloud cover heading into winter again. So fingers crossed. Do you struggle with seeing conditions like I do, or do you usually have calm atmospheric conditions? Feel free to write in the comments, it really interests me. Don't forget to press the like button if you want to support me, and consider subscribing for more stuff coming up. Until next time, and clear skies.